Coach, thank you so much for taking time out of a busy training session to have a chat with us on Game On. We're here at Kloorkop at the home of Sundowns. When we started the season, there were a lot of naysayers on Sundowns' performances, and now you're 10 points clear in the league. It just shows what kind of character Sundowns as a team has.
Well, yeah, I guess I don't know of any team in the world that when they don't do well and the supporters are happy. No, we're not doing well. We lost our first game on the MTN 8. We drew our first game away at Platinum. We went to I think it was Eros or Pumalanga, and we lost that game. So you got to understand, you know, that Sundown supporters want to win. They deserve a win, and we should give them what they want, you know. So for me, I think they're justified. It's not about PITSO.
Talking about those positives, Coach, what's it, 3 or 4 trophies since you've joined? What do you think you've brought to the?
Yeah, yes, you know, some of the things take time to happen, especially in football. But the challenge with football is that there's no time in football. You can't buy time in football. Unfortunately, it's an industry that must happen now. It's not like corporate where at the end of financial year end we see how much we have made and where were expenses. Here I've got the shareholders every week, which are my supporters, my shareholders, every week demanding results, and everybody is measuring us every week. So you don't wait for the financial year end to measure you. So it's the nature of football. But yeah, I have a plan that I've put, and the way we want to play. It takes time, because also you must also understand that even if you put your plan the way you want to do, your philosophy, Sundowns as a team is a very ambitious team.
Yes.
We buy a lot of players before, which we stopped now. We used to buy a lot of players. We used to try and empower the team and make it stronger with a potential of good players. But also that used to disturb the flow.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you say also disturbing the flow, you'll end up not empowering the team and stay with the same players, and comfort zone starts to develop. You know what I'm trying to say? So the philosophy I've put, the board has entrusted me with this job. They said, Coach, we think you are the one to take us to a different level and a different space. We know where we come from. Can you move in this direction? I can tell you, when I came over, my first 4 months, remember, I came at the end, and the president of the team said, Coach, we brought you here, and please come and be part of the family. And I've played for Sundowns before. I think I was here when we won the first cup for Sundowns.
That's right.
And I'm here when we win the last cup for Sundowns at the moment. So how beautiful can that be?
Absolutely.
He says, your history is here, and you belong here. Come and win the league for us. I said, I thought, President, you're talking about stabilizing the team first. He says, no, win the league.
And you did.
Yeah, and then, yeah, okay, well, we managed to win the league. But yeah, which was good. We won the league on a full first year. Won the league. We just made sure that the team moved away from the area where it was. Even the way we ended was not nice, 10th or 9th, if I'm not mistaken. And also, you got to understand, when you are at the bottom, it was not that we were doing bad. We only lost 2 games for 4 months. But when we were winning, everybody was winning. So it doesn't mean anything,
Yeah.
you know. So, yeah, so that could not measure that, you know, because we were still out of top 8, and it was not nice. And I said, no, this team has to play top 8. Never mind top 8, this team must play Champions League every year. And you can't play Champions League if you don't win the league, or you don't come second, you know. So that was the plan, the vision was there, one step at a time, try and get 1 trophy a year. You know, we went with that, and first year we were first, Second year we wobbled a little bit, we were second. At this point in time we are number 1, but the league has not finished. So that is the, I can say, the story. But to answer your question direct of the work ethic and working hard, I come from a family of hard working class, and a working class, by the way. And we were never taught anything that, we were taught that hard work or success follows hard work, or luck follows hard work. So yeah, we put a lot of work. We are still putting a lot of work, but it's not only the work that we do as coaches or the technical team and the management. You know, we changed a lot of things at Sundowns. We brought in personnel, not only from coaching side, even in the management side.
Okay.
People who are hungry, who wants to make success. We brought in few changes. We always change the team also. And yeah, that followed, success followed. But what I'm proud of when I watch my team play, to be honest, is what you just said, hard work on the pitch. I'm proud to say that my team is, everybody says Sundowns has got a lot of talented players. Yes, I agree, but so is Chelsea. Yeah. But the way they are on the lock, you know. So is Man City. They have talented players. They could be winning every week. So it's not about talented. Talent alone is not good enough. It's when you match talent with hard work, then that is unstoppable. Absolutely. You know. So the players work hard, and they've got a lot, of course, talent, and the profile of the team is big also. So that influences. So yeah, that's what happened.
Coach, something that I've personally seen and loved about the team is the combinations that you've put together and how well they've worked together, especially up front. Castro, Billiard, Dolly, and then the experienced players, how much they've come in and taken the youngsters under their wing and just given them that extra motivation. Maybe talk us through that.
Yeah, we were fortunate that, you know, sometimes there's a generation where you find the right balance in the team. And maybe that was the generation that Orlando Pirates found when they put the star on top of their logo. You know, there was a time when also Chiefs had that kind of a thing. I think we are a little bit fortunate this year with the arrival of Castro and arrival of Keegan. And Kama has been there, but you know, all these people next to him have also revived him. And everybody talks about the CBD, but I don't want to talk more about the CBD because they've been driven by other 7 players, you know. And when you start at the back, Onyango has had a fantastic season. Onyango, I will punt for my players. He's the goalkeeper of the year, you know. I know another coach will say for his coach, and he's got the right to say that. Why not? And I think when we lost Alias Kut, we were complaining that we can't replace him. Yes, we can't replace him, and he's a different player. But also it took something out of Thabo Ntete and Wayne to take responsibility to say, guys, everybody's talking about replacing Alias Kut.
It's your time to shine, yeah.
So it's your time, take the opportunity. And that stability between Thabo and Wayne has really, really worked hard. Langamano has been very good at left back. And Rama was injured, unfortunately, but he's been strong. We found a perfect balance on Kekana and Zungu, who's injured. And then the CBD, you know what I'm trying to say. But that's there has been a little bit of a change and a success for us, to be honest.
Coach, you spoke about Onyonga. He's certainly been a star, and I agree with you 100%. Probably some of the saves that he's made is the best saves of the season. He obviously has that kind of African experience, and obviously Sundowns are now playing in Africa. I'm sure that's also a big goal for you this season, to make it as far as possible, and hopefully at some point also get to where Pirates were.
Yeah, you've just mentioned a very good point. How international games affect or enhance even the local league. I think Onyango he's been playing consistently for Uganda, and he knows everything. He's been around, and that success has brought it as really gave him give him confidence to fight for his position in Sundowns, which he got. He fought for it. I mean, Kennedy was playing all the time, you know. And Kennedy is still good, but Dennis is fighting for his life. He's hanging in there, and the experience that they have for playing outside in a Cup of Nations, World Cup qualifiers, comes off. It rubs off to the team, you know. That is why I'm happy that Zimbabwe is back and they are playing. Kama is also scoring there, and Malajida is there. You know, it gives us a little bit of added experience above playing in Champions League. We went once against Mazembe, we lost. We're going again this year, and we have to make sure. I told the guys we have to make sure that we win the league. If we don't win the league, which I'll be surprised if we don't, to be honest, because I think we should, then come second and then go again for Champions League. So the 3 years in a row we should be playing in Champions League. Somewhere, somehow, we will find the path and the way. And if you keep knocking on the same door, you know, I think the hinges will give in, and you'll go into the group stages. Once you're in the group stages, you start to know that you're amongst the top 8 teams in Africa. So hopefully it will happen this year. We had a very tough draw at the beginning, and everybody was making a joke out of the name of Chicken Inn, forgetting that it's a sponsor. You know, it's like Super Sport. You know, it's like Red Bull, Salzburg, something like that. You know, and I told them, I said, we have a very, very strong draw, and we don't have fishermen on the draw. And some people are taking it different. They said maybe I'm mocking Chiefs because they got the Islanders. Yeah. But they forget that I also got fishermen last year, yeah, when we played St. Michel's. So it's not about that. And in fact, I'm coaching Gavin Hunt. He's the one who talked about fishermen. But now it stays with me because I spoke about it, you know. But it's okay.
Coach, that's how we increase the competitiveness in the league. That's how we take our football to a higher standard, is playing in Africa. Do you think that this will only be beneficial to South African football in the end?
Yeah, for us to go to Champions League, it will be beneficial. Now we know, my players now know the mentality that 1 goal at home is not enough. 2 at least give you an opportunity. 1, you're as good as out. There's Chicken Inn. 1 goal away, they're out. We beat Mazembe here 1-0, we were out in Lubumbashi. You know? So you need more than 1 at home, you need 2. And when you go away, if you don't concede, it's okay. I saw how Pirates also managed to. Pirates have a very good experience in Champions League, even in Confederation Cup. Yeah. Some of their games they were not winning away, but at home they were winning. And some of the games away, they were winning. Sometimes they draw, but you got to get your mathematics right. You know, at home don't concede, try and score away. When you score away, you've got more chance.
Coach, do you have enough depth in the squad to be able to take you through the African season and then the next season? Obviously, we saw with Pirates there was a lot of fatigue in the team.
Look, I think we have enough depth, to be honest, but we have injuries. And maybe I'm contradicting myself, but that's it. Yeah. When you have more depth, injuries won't shake you. But also, I mean, we used, if you can check, we used about 3 right back this year. We used Rama Patlele, who got injured, my captain. We're using Bekile, whom we converted. And we also used Zwane, you know. Right. And then people will say, why so many players? But what would have happened if I didn't have those? Do you know what I'm trying to say? We used 2 left backs, Langaman and Mashaba. You need depth, you need enough players. You know, we at Sundowns, Chiefs, Pirates, Vets, we have depth, we have enough players.
Trying to talk about Nedbank Cup, obviously that's the next tournament, hoping to do well, one of the richest tournaments in the country. Highlands Park, is that a bit of a walkover game, or is it something that you'll put your strongest team out for?
No, first we have our pride and integrity to keep. We are the defending champions. So you'd like to go more because you've got memories of what happened. 2, we were fortunate that last year we played against 2 teams who were playing in the first division on our campaign. One was Zesco in the semi-final. What a game. It was difficult for us to beat them only 1-0. in the semi-final, and everybody says we had an easy draw. And second was we played against Thunder Royal. We won 2-0, but also the second goal came at the end.
Yeah.
So what do we learn from that? That and now you're playing a team that is third on the log, that is going for promotion, with a very experienced coach, and with PSL players also part of the team. They have a lot of experience in the team, and then you are taking it as a walkover. You get a shock of your life, and you will remember the names Maluti, you'll remember the names Baroka.
Absolutely.
You'll remember the name Tax University. So that's the beauty of the Nedbank Cup. Beautiful.
Is this one of your favorite competitions?
Yeah, I like it. You know, I like it. It's beautiful because I think I won it on a different sponsor. Well, so I was at SuperSport United. I think it was Upside, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what was it at the end. Yeah, we played Wits University at that time, and we won it at SuperSport United. So I was lucky to win it again. So I'm lucky. So yeah, why not? I would love to win it again.
Certainly under different circumstances. Doing very well in the league last season, obviously weren't doing so well, and then you came and won the Nedbank Cup. Does this sort of change the pressure that goes into approaching the Nedbank Cup?
No, I don't think it changed the pressure. If it changed the pressure, then if you're looking at different, then you will see the team sheet. The team sheet will be proper. We respect this. We respect the Sundowns people who are going to come there. I'm not saying that you don't have to give other players a chance, but everybody must earn his place, to be honest. Sorry. We take it very serious, and we are not motivated by what happened last time. What happened is history. What's important is the now. If you're going to stay on what happened before, it won't help. I used to be a football player. I'm no longer a football player. So what is happening now, and your integrity, and if that's the case, I saw this year Barcelona entering a pitch and displaying 5 cups, and I said, wow, that's a big team. And okay, you can say they're boasting, but why don't you boast when you have 5 cups?
Absolutely.
Yes, you deserved it, you earned it, you know. So that's what motivates us. That's what keeps us there. To say, try and get whatever you can get, you know. Obviously, sometimes prioritization is important, because you can try and get greedy and you get nothing. But you can also try and get greedy like Barcelona and you win them all. And you never know, maybe you don't win the Nedbank, maybe you win the league, which is also on the edge. Our next three games are very, very, very important. We've been saying that, you know, when we went to Maritzburg after Pirates game,
yes.
we were the next. We're saying it's very important to win. When we came home to Chipa is a strong team. They're doing well with a new coach. It was difficult for us. We had to win that match. We went to Free State Stars in 3 days. Everything after 3 days was away. We got a shock in the first 3 minutes. We were 1-0 down. It never happened to us. We are 1-0 up, you know. And it was a shock therapy in our system. We responded, we won the game, it was hard. And then we went to Pirates, so for me it was a big one also. And because how the country took it.
Yeah.
You know, everybody says now Pirates is the team to stop them. We'll see if Pirates can stop them. And it was so funny. I saw the Kaizer Chiefs supporters with the placards of the Buccaneers. I said the world is against, South Africa is against us. I don't know if all the 15 teams want us to lose tonight, but it was a motivation for us.
Absolutely.
And I think you know the results of that match. And everybody was saying SuperSport, local derby, rivalry, of course the top coach, Stuart Baxter, experienced coach. I remember somebody was pointing statistics that Stuart has won twice against me and I've only won once and draw once. Those things, to me, they don't mean anything. It's not how many games or that. Is to win the league.
Sure.
So irrespective. So yeah, it's become like that. But for us, every game is very important.
Coach, I know it's very hot. Just two more questions. You just mentioned the Tshwane Derby. Everyone makes a big hoo-ha about the Soweto Derby. Obviously, it's this weekend in the Nedbank Cup. But the Tshwane Derby always gives us 10 times more goals than the Soweto Derby does.
Yeah.
Why is this so, and why aren't we making a big enough hoo-ha about the
Look,
Tshwane
let's
Derby?
be honest. What makes noise about the comparison is of course, I mean, those two are the most supported teams in the PSL. It's a fact. And you've got to also understand the culture and the history of Orlando Pirates and Kaizer Chiefs. Sundowns, the real Sundowns is not an old team. And SuperSport United, it's just born now. So you can't have the tradition and the culture of great grandfathers or grandfathers who are supporting that team. So people are a little bit unfair when it comes to that. But the difference between those two derbies is that there you're guaranteed for goals, and normally it's more than 2 goals. Whether it's a 2-1, it's a 3-1, it's a 3-2, it becomes fireworks, it becomes beautiful. It was beautiful at the weekend.
Absolutely. Coach, just lastly, obviously your plan for Sundowns is not just a 2-season plan, it's a couple of years. What is your vision for Sundowns?
Yeah, I've been here for, time flies. I've been here for 3.5 years, yeah, time flies. What I would love to see Sundowns be, I want Sundowns to be one of the best teams in the continent. I think I also was lucky to come to a situation like this. I think Sundowns has got 6 PSL titles. No team has that. It's a fact. We're not boasting. Yeah. I can say that in that space, they're the best in that space. You can talk about supporters and marketing and all those other things. I hear you and I will agree. But results, 6 trophies here. No one has. And I envy Orlando Pirates with the star on top of the badge. For me, outside the borders, they are the best. They went to the final now. Sure. They've got a star there. And if anybody wants to say they're better or bigger, where's the star? So it's us and them. And in that space, locally, we think we are best. Okay. I would also give credit to Amakosi. They've won a lot of cups, maybe more than Sundowns. But I'm talking about the league. You know, we can win. There's other cups, okay. But the league is the big fish.
Of course. Coach, it's such a pleasure to have chatted to you. Thank you very much for taking time to chat to us, and we wish you all the best for the rest of the season. Maybe we'll be back here with the league trophy.
Would be nice. Thank you.